Thank you for joining us for another All Israel News feature. I'm Kayla Sprague, and today we're exploring a thought-provoking event here in Jerusalem that is shedding light on the enduring relevance of Theodor Herzl's vision in these challenging times. The halls of Beit Avi Chai, a prominent cultural center in the heart of Jerusalem, were filled, it was sold out, with a somber yet engaged audience. The event, entitled An Old New Land, Theodor Herzl, The Man and the Vision After October 7th. It brought together acclaimed author Mati Friedman and veteran journalist Tamar Ish Shalom to explore a pressing question. How would the father of modern Zionism react to the tragic events of October 7th?
I think that in hard times, in harsh times, it's really important to read back in history because many times we'll find the answers there. And for me, reading Herzl and seeing how optimistic he was in a very, very bad time in Jewish life and in Jewish history, and he didn't give up. He didn't give up hope, and he didn't give up creativity. Many times in times of war, the first time that it's damaged, there's researches about it, is our imagination. But, he didn't give up, so we can't give up. So I think that's like the strength that reading Herzl really gives me.
Beit Avi Chai, known for its commitment to fostering Jewish-Israeli culture and ideas, once again proved its relevance in these difficult times. The center adapted its programming to address the current situation, providing both comfort and context to a nation still reeling from recent events. The speakers delved deep into Herzl's writings and drew fascinating parallels between his time and ours today. They explored how his ideas might apply to the current conflict, touching on themes of Jewish self-determination and the challenges of statehood and the ongoing struggle for peace and security in the region.
We're moving to the U.S. for a year this upcoming summer, and my daughter asked me just a few days ago if we can buy a necklace of a Star of David before we go. It was very important for her, and I said, of course, I'll be happy. So I remember I received my first Star of David necklace when I was 16. It was very emotional for me. I just noticed to her that I don't know yet if she could walk with it in the streets. I mean, I'm not saying you can't, but let's get there and see what the atmosphere is there, because I don't know. This young lady, this young Israeli lady, was shocked. She said, but Mom, you promised me we're going to a very welcoming place for Israelis, for Jews. And then I just respond instinctively without admitting it. It was like this subconscious stream. And I said, well, Zohar, this is exactly where we're going to return back home to Israel after this American adventure, because there's a reason that we need a Jewish state. And this is the only place in the world that we can be openly Jewish and feel safe about it. But it was, in our context, it was an Anatolian moment, because it was a rare moment since October 7th of calamity, and we knew exactly what we have here in Israel. I don't feel safe as I felt before October 7th, okay? I do not feel safe, and I'm very, very frightened about the future. But still, there's a sense of safety that I can be openly Israeli, openly Zionist, and openly Jewish here, and that was important.
The discussion also touched on Herzl's utopian novel, the name meaning Old New Land, which shares the title with the title of the event, his vision for a progressive modern Jewish state, and how it compares to the realities of contemporary Israel.
And then they come back to Europe via Palestine and find that the place has been transformed. And that's most of the book. What do they find in Palestine? They find a flourishing European-style liberal democracy. There are flashes of absolute brilliance and prophecy in the book when they meet a few European Jews talking about the potential fate of the Jews of Europe. This is a book written at the turn of the century, and one of them says, what's going to happen in Europe? Are they going to make us go back to wearing the yellow patch? And another one saying the most horrific thing he could imagine. He says, are they going to force us all to emigrate? I mean, this is a dinner table conversation that appears in Old Neuland, but that's the plot.
The third one says, but to where? He asked. Already 4 years before, we know what happened.
The speakers debated whether Herzl would be dismayed by the current ongoing conflict or inspired by the resilience and achievements of the Israeli people. Audience members were deeply engaged, raising thought-provoking questions about the relevance of Herzl's ideas in an era of regional instability, while also technological advancement and changing global dynamics.
And I want to read for you an amazing paragraph. It is a conversation with a Bavarian nobleman, Hirsch, one of the characters there. appealing to the imagination by using awesome symbols in a similar manner to religion. Approaching nations should be done in a language fit for children. Nations are affected by flags, decorations, songs. People are led by hope and vague promises. Crowds are manipulated by big rewards given for courage, virtues, and achievements in arts and science. The world will thus learn of good Jews, and of them being many, this shall improve the moral state as well. And what is amazing is how at the end of the 19th century, the idea of the nation state is on the rise, and Herzl already deeply understands what works on people, on nations, on mass crowds. He is describing modern politics.
This event not only provided historical context, but it also offered a framework for considering Israel's current challenges and future direction. The questions raised tonight will undoubtedly continue to resonate throughout Israeli society, inspiring further reflection and discussion. I hope you found this video informative and engaging. I hope you felt like you were here with us. For more Israel-related content, please visit allisrael.com, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more insightful videos about Israel. Thank you so much for watching.